Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fun Guy Flips.
This is our midweek episode where we show you highlights of what we've sold over the past week.
Yep, and if you want to see where we found all this stuff, check out our other videos where we're out with the body harness, buying it all up.
Yep. We are dedicating this episode to Ryan's mom. She passed away on November 1st, this past Saturday, and she was a huge supporter of us and our business and these videos, and we dedicate this episode to her. So let's see what we sold.
All right, so I love selling this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I think this holds a special place in both of our childhoods.
Yeah.
Different grew up with this stuff, yeah.
It's also our bread and butter for the business, so like
Heck
these
yeah.
kinds of things in general. So Sega Genesis system console bundle with Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and 2, Miss Pac-Man tested, DO3C.
Yep. So this thing, I feel like I bought this back in my childhood because it's been so long ago. Had it listed for a little while, but mostly we've just had it sitting because it hadn't been processed yet. Because just have been so busy lately and haven't had the chance to get all these electronics listed. But we had our son come down here and he put in a little bit of work and cleaned up and tested a bunch of these. This is one of them, so we got this listed. Priced this a little high. One of our previous videos we even mentioned it, and I think you had said that you thought this was priced a little high, and I was like, yeah, it is priced a little high, but it'll sell, and it did. So this we picked up at a yard sale this summer with a whole bunch of other video game systems. So there was a Sega Genesis with a whole bunch of really good games. There was an N64 with a bunch of really good games, and there was a Sega Dreamcast as well that we sold. I ended up, yeah, with one game, but that thing sold quick and for a ton of money. And we ended up keeping the N64 because the case was a little busted up. So I just ended up keeping that one to test games. I'll usually keep systems if they got something wrong with them, but they still work, and I can still test stuff on them. And this one had nothing wrong with it whatsoever. We cleaned this up and sold for how much?
Well, and the games, one of the games came with it, but two of them we got at that flea market. And they weren't worth as much as we thought, so we put them together. One of them was just the box, but we had the game here, so we put the game with it. And then the other one was the Miss Pac-Man, and that wasn't worth as much as we thought, so we bundled it with it. So
you have way better of a memory than I have. Yeah.
And yet.
Kudos to you.
So, yeah, anyway.
So, yeah, I guess just to back it up, we paid $50 for this whole lot of things. And then, like Gina said, we got some of these other games and cases from separate buy at a flea market. But, yeah, we've been in profit for that for a while.
And I think we're just about in the profit for the other one, too, so.
Yep, so this is all
combo
super profit. Yeah, combo profit.
And we got it sold for $124.95 plus shipping.
$124.95 plus shipping. Excellent. I have a friend who has one of these listed. So he has like maybe 20 games or something listed with his and the box. And he's had it listed for like a year now and it still hasn't sold. But all the games are sports games. And I think he has it priced pretty high for what it is. But still.
So this one we got from that big record buy. If you've been watching the channel for a little while, you'll know that we bought like a whole bunch of records from one of my friends. And we've been in the profit for a really long time because we bought some other stuff too. And it's all been just really good to us. Anyway, this was one of those records. So John Carpenter Lost Themes 3. Alive After Death Red Vinyl LP record. YO2C.
I think, if I remember correctly, we sold Volume 2 last week, actually. So we have these roughly in order by alphabet, but first name. So under J for John instead of C for Carpenter. It's our system. Don't make fun of it. So, on Carpenter's Lost Themes 3 on vinyl. So the whole story behind these, yeah, we paid $185 for a tote filled with very good condition, very eclectic mix of vinyl, and also a bunch of books and some games and some other collectibles. And we have been profiting off of that for a little while now, so this is all profit as well. How much did this one sell for?
It sold for $13.90 plus shipping. It sold on offer to a watcher.
$13.90 plus shipping. Awesome. Man, talk about childhood memories. I hope this one makes a cut. That's all I got.
Okay. Blade Runner Westwood PC CD-ROM 1997. Case, cover art, 4 discs, manuals, BIOS XA.
All right. So I remember we picked this one up at a church sale. I think I paid $1 for this. So wasn't sure what it was worth. Figured it had to be worth something, because these old PC games can be bangers. And I think this one in particular, I remember I was trying to play it a little while ago, and I don't quote me on this, but I feel like, if I remember correctly, you can't buy this game anymore to play on a modern PC. But, yeah, super cool game. Grew up playing this game. It's an excellent RPG on PC, and sold for how much money?
$9.45 plus shipping. It sold on offer to a watcher.
Nice. And super easy to ship. Alright, you remember the story on this thing?
Yes, so we picked this up at the Emmaus yard sale, community yard sale. You didn't think it was a good idea, but it's old, so yeah. Corningware 11x15 blue cornflower open roaster baking dish B76P open box YO3D.
All right. YO3D. YO3D. Where the heck is that? Oh, it's right here. All right. Let's see. Might need help with this one, yeah. All right. So this thing looks like it's in the box and we got it all wrapped up. We're going to pull it out of here to ship it, though, because I want to make sure everything's safe for shipping.
Yeah, the buyer sent us a note that said that they've seen our stellar feedback, and so they are not concerned, but they still wanted to just say, just to be sure, could you please make sure that this is carefully packaged? So
yeah, and normally we will prep it before we put it on our shelves, just because we're usually doing this stuff late at night, and I don't want to deal with extra packing that I don't have to deal with. I'd rather deal with it during the listing process. So it should be good, but we'll just double check it just to make sure. You remember how much we paid on this?
Yeah, we paid $25 for it. I think I lowered the price a little bit. I wanted to get it for $20. She said, would you do $25? And I said, sure. And then she said, oh, do you want to buy these 2 other Corningware pieces too? Which I ended up just reselling at our yard sale. So, but for like the same money just to get it back. So basically paid $25 for this, which is not the greatest margin, but we made our money on it. So sold for $59.95 plus shipping. So
cool. All right, so these next 2 items are going to separate people, but they're from the same initial lot that we bought just last week, I think.
Yeah.
At the flea market while we were there.
Sold them all.
Yeah, this is a good buy.
Yeah. Chronicles of Narnia, 7 books collection by C.S. Lewis, new and sealed. And What is America, 25 book collection. Who was, what was, kids, children, BO3C.
All right, yeah, so this sale, they had, well, I don't want to sound rude, but like they had a bunch of junk in the front of their flea market stand. And then, like, behind all the junk was a little blanket with some stuff on it, and I saw books. And I was like, okay, I'll go check those books out. So I had to, like, climb over some stuff to even get back there. And there's a whole bunch of these different sets of chapter books that were sealed. So I was like, man, that's some cool stuff. And it had Chronicles of Narnia. We had Choose Your Own Adventure. There was the I Survived series. I didn't know what this one was at first, so I wasn't sure about it. But then Gina came over and she was like, yep, get those. That's a good one too. And man, was that a good one. So Yeah, paid $14 total for all of it, and we've been in the
already
profit since the first one that got sold. So these are all extra super duper profit. So let's start with the Chronicles of Narnia. How much did that one sell for?
$20.95 plus shipping.
$20.95 plus shipping. Man. And the What is America series.
Sold for $54.95 plus shipping.
$54.95. Man. That's awesome. And easy to ship, easy to list, because it's all sealed. Just easy money. So if you've been following this channel at all, you might remember a while back we picked up a big giant tub of Lego. Thing was ginormous.
Yeah, in our picking video. So,
yeah. So we've had that in our shed for months now, and finally pulled it out to dig in. It's just loose Lego for the most part, and it's got to be like 50 pounds or more. Figured out I was going to have a plan going into it. I'm just going to pull out all the minifigs and then just go from there and see where that gets us. Well, that turned into a huge bag of worms when I realized that some of their hands were missing or they had accessories. And I'm like, well, I better go through this because there were a lot. There's well over 100 minifigs in there. Yeah. And a lot of them for Marvel and Star Wars and a lot of really cool stuff. So we've been doing that, I think, for about
2 days.
Yeah, over 2 days, about 4 hours or so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So far, but I think we're going to do well. It's taken a lot of time, but we're almost done with it. And we did find some other things that we started to lot together. One of them, I didn't even know what it was until I saw it and looked it up. And that's the item that's sold right here.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Set of 6 IKEA Lego Big Lick storage boxes. 2 times medium 7x5 and 4 times small 5x3.5. Right there.
Hey, right there it is. So this one sold super quick. Just little IKEA boxes. They're branded by IKEA and they're branded by Lego. Little storage cases for your Lego stuff. So I looked at these and I was like, that's weird that it's IKEA and it's Lego. People like the base plates. So this has like a little base plate on it and it's a little container. So I thought they were neat. So I figured I'd look them up. And man, I'm sure glad I did. How much did this one sell for?
Yeah, they all sold for $52.95 plus shipping.
$52.95 plus shipping. And we still got a bazillion little minifigs to list.
So we picked this one up at the auction. For the most part, like, it was part of a lot of other similar items like it. I put like items together, basically, and this one was just one of the nicer ones, so I separated it and saw it had sold on its own. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I paid like $40 for all of them, I think. Okay. So the bigger one has to... Oh, yeah, I'm getting there. Vintage Heineken beer tap handle, wooden. CO1B.
All right. Heineken, you say? And that'd be this one right here. So we got a whole bunch of these beer taps and a lot in the auction, Gina said. This one, I guess this one sold pretty quick. It's been about a week or two, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
So... yeah, beer tap handles can be pretty cool if they are good beers that people like to drink and they look cool. This one, I think, has both of criteria covered. So, how much did this one sell for?
$9.45 plus shipping. It sold on offer to a watcher.
Cool. All right, so these next items here come from a multi-quantity listing. It's been up for a little while, a couple months. Yeah. Nobody's really bid on it.
No, that's not true. Somebody bought one.
Yeah, so we had one. The package was ripped a little bit, but the contents were fine. And we had that one priced $10 cheaper, and somebody bought that up. And then we got a message from that same person asking about the other listing and if we would take the same price for these. And we're like, yeah, shoot, we've made a ton of money and we still have a lot listed to go through. So we're like, yeah, seems fair. So we tried to send them an offer. It wouldn't let us send them an offer because we already did. And we figured we'd just lower the listing cost for the listing. and then let him know. And then he bought some of them, and then somebody else came in and bought another one. So,
yeah. So we've sold a
seems
few,
like that's the get it gone price.
Yeah. So it's the Garbage Pail Kids GPK We Hate the 90s Sealed Value Pack, 24 cards, 2019. BO5D.
All right. I'm going to bring that little tote over.
Yeah, I figured.
It's just easier to do. You know, if I knew these were going to sell so often now, I had to put that Scrabble somewhere else. That thing's big. So yeah, we picked up all of these single packs and a bunch of sealed boxes at a flea market a few months ago. Paid $300 for everything, and so far we've made well over $900 back.
Well, now more, so.
Yeah, so continue to make money on these things.
Yep.
Super cool. And we still got a lot listed.
Yeah, we still have all these chrome value packs, which are worth quite a bit. Might lower the price on those a little bit. I don't know. And then 2014 series cards. We have these in packs as well, so.
Yeah, those aren't worth as much. But
no.
That's why they're all allotted together. And
yeah, but these big ones are supposed to be worth quite a bit, so.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, let's check these out. So. We got the
one for
the 90s.
One person and then 3 for the other.
Yep, and these are from 2019. So, yeah, this is from our previous buyer. Bought 3 packs.
Yep.
So we'll have to combine shipping here, and then we'll give them a little bit of a refund. And then this one sold to somebody else. And how much did these all sell for individually?
Yeah, so the 1 pack sold for $29.95 plus shipping. And the 3 pack sold for $89.85 plus shipping.
Awesome.
So now we're in it. We've made over $1,000.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
Love these things. It's a good find.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we were just wrapping up shipping here and got another order, so we'll ship it out real quick because that's what we do.
That's what we do. But yeah, we picked this up. It was actually like, I don't think even intentional. Not that they we snuck it in or something like that, but they had stop. I'll get there. They had this was part of that big vinyl record buy that we made. But they had a game, and in the game there was an extra set of dice that didn't belong to that game. And so I was like, oh, I bet I could sell these separately. And not for a whole lot of money, but something, you know? Yeah. So it's more money towards that sale that we already are making a ton of money on. So
well, spoiler alert, it worked.
Yeah. Hard Rock Hotel Casino Red Dice Shake, Rattle, and Roll Las Vegas set of 5. XO1A box 5.
All right. I'm assuming it's the dice that are right in the front here.
Yeah, red dice.
Red 5 dice. Yeah, so these will be easy to ship.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you said, these were just extra in another game. So, how much did these end up selling for?
They sold for $9.95 plus shipping.
$9.95 plus shipping. Awesome.
Yeah.
And we've been profiting off of this for a while now, so
yeah,
I'll profit.
Yeah.
Also, side note, if you haven't been to your local Harbor Freight to get yourself one of these bags, they're only 99 cents. Not sponsored by them, but just thought I'd let the people know. Good deal. All right, so we sell everything in our store, pretty much. Well, not everything, but we sell a lot of different variety.
Yeah.
And some of these things I really like to sell, and some don't really get me that juiced up. You know what I mean? And some items stick out in my mind when I buy them at a yard sale. I know exactly where I got it and exactly how much I paid for it. And I think the ones that don't get me going as good, I just don't remember.
Well, what's funny about this is we have another set of something similar, and I remember where we got those.
There was also an Xbox there. So I remember that whole yard sale.
Well, that's why you remember that, but I remember just the items themselves. So.
Yeah. Anyways, no idea where we bought this. At a yard sale somewhere at some point.
I think it was that yard sale where we got the really large camera. Where we were looking around.
That could have been. We did get this a similar kind of item. It's jeans. We bought jeans there.
Yeah. Okay. Lot of 2 Levi's 559 relaxed straight jeans, blue men's size 38 by 34. AO1C C004.
A01C C004. I need a team lift.
Oh.
Go
Whoa,
team.
This one's heavy.
Yeah.
Let's see what you can do to team lift.
Hey, if it works, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll throw a picture up of these because this is all packed up and ready to go for the most part. Gotta throw a note in and close it up. So yeah, we picked these up at a yard sale for some amount of money, less than what we sold them for. That's the name of the game here. One guy flips. So how much did these sell for?
$29.95 plus shipping.
$29.95 plus shipping. Cool. So lots of little sales today, but cool stuff.
Little things add up. So.
Yeah, they sure do. And this item was part of that lot that I picked up at the flea market with a bunch of video games and music, and paid up for it. I think I paid like $80 for everything that we got that day, and I think we're in the profit. So
now, finally, yeah. I think with this profit.
Finally, we've made it.
Yeah. Slipknot self-titled CD, 1999, Roadrunner Records debut CD, BO5A.
All right. So this is the first Slipknot album, but not the first print of the first Slipknot album, if that makes sense. Otherwise, this would have been worth a lot more. But still a cool piece. I enjoy this album every now and again. And yeah, if I think if you look at these, if this is a black disc in here, and I think there's something a little different with the cover, but I don't remember. I think it's just a black disc is the biggest defining factor. This one's red. Means that there's a song on there that isn't on this one. So only came out for the first print, and that one's worth I don't know, maybe $100 or something. But
I don't think it's that much, but yeah.
This one did not sell for $100. It sold for how much?
$9.95 plus shipping.
$9.95 plus shipping. That's still good for a CD.
So this was a Ryan buy. He'd made a really good purchase at this yard sale. Even though it was your purchase, I remember it.
Yeah.
We were at a yard sale, community yard sale, and I picked up some golf balls at that yard sale, which we sold.
Yeah, actually, that was a good find.
Yeah, that yard sale in general was small, and we didn't find much, but we sold almost all of it. So
yeah.
And Ryan got a whole stack of these for $1 a piece, and it was a great deal, and we've sold almost all of them. So
yeah, for pretty good money for some of them.
This one's a little less, but still, you know, whatever, good deal. So New England Patriots navy blue New Era 950 snapback hat, cap, embroidered logo, AO2C.
All right. So yeah, I picked up a whole bunch of these, like Gina said, for $1 a piece. This is one of them. I thought this would have been the first one to sell, and I think it's the last one left.
No, we have one more, the Phillies one.
That's...
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the one you're getting.
No. Yeah, so that one's all wool, and it's a cool hat. Very nice shape. Somebody reached out for and sent out an offer, but it was a little bit of a lowball offer. Oh, maybe that's one from that lot too.
Yeah.
So maybe we have 2 left.
Yeah.
So New England Patriots. I don't know a lot about hats. So I see hats or sports, but I see sports teams on hats, and I know New Era, and I know that it's in clean condition. So some of these can go for pretty good money. Some of them go for less. We sold some for pretty good money out of that lot, and this one went for a little less. How much did it sell for?
$7.95 plus shipping.
$7.95 plus shipping. And it just goes in a box that we have a standard size for, so it's super easy to ship. So we got 2 items going out to 2 different people. They're kind of the same, but they're very different.
Yeah. They're both the same type of item. But one of them we got from my mom. She bought a bunch of different items when this person was releasing stuff to give to us to just sell, because she thought we could make some extra money on it, which was really kind of her.
Your mom's a scalper.
No, stop. And then the other one we bought from a friend. It was part of the big lot that you've seen many times over on this channel now, and we're doing very well with it. So both of them were in the profit for different reasons. So Purity Ring Womb red vinyl record LP gatefold YO2C, and Taylor Swift The Life of a Showgirl the Tiny Bubbles in Champagne vinyl. She has a lot of feathers.
All right.
I just wanted to explain it because there's 2. So
I gotcha. What was the first one again?
Purity ring.
Okay, under P.
It's got a like I think it looks like two people in like a cloudy.
Yep, I got it right here. Purity ring. And then we got Taylor Swift with the feathers.
Yep, champagne.
All right, so yeah, Life of a Showgirl, brand new and packaged from Gina's mom. And we got this one, some questionable subject matter on the cover here. No, I don't know. It just looks, not sure what's going on there.
Oh.
That's why I was questioning it.
Okay.
No judgment. So yeah, we picked this one up in the lot from pick from our friend who was having a yard sale. We've been in the profit for those for a while now, and making good money, so really appreciate that purchase.
Yeah.
And this one sold for how much now?
$12.95 plus shipping.
$12.95 plus shipping, all profit. And then we got this here Life of a Showgirl, brand new and packaged. I'm not sure what she paid for these, but
yeah,
it's...
we didn't make a huge profit. If we had bought them, we wouldn't have made like a huge profit.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been worth it.
No, the CDs would have.
Yeah.
They were a good profit, but
Okay.
this isn't crazy, so.
Swifties just don't have record players yet. Give it time. Look
no,
at there.
Stop. They do. This one was sold for $49.95 plus shipping.
$49.95 plus shipping. Awesome. All right, so some of these particular items can fetch a ton of money, and some can fetch less than a ton of money.
Just a little bit.
And this is part of the latter group.
Just a little bit, yeah. Lego Friends Pet Adoption Cafe 41699 AO3C.
At least it's not far. Pet Adoption Center. So to be honest, I'm not sure where we got this. Oh, you know what? I think we got this with the Blueies. Those little cars. So we stopped at a yard sale. We went to drop some stuff off at my dad's house. And then on the way home, there were a couple yard sales that we hit. And we got this from one of them. I think we paid
$2 or $3.
$2 or $3. We didn't pay much for it. Because these little sets usually aren't worth a whole ton. But it is new in the box. And it sold for how much?
$14.95 plus shipping.
$14.95 plus shipping. I'll take that.
So we were walking around the Emmaus yard sale, and I remember you found this.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was a, I think I picked this one up first.
Yep.
There was a spider in it. Spider on the bottom of it, actually.
Yeah.
I was afraid to set it down because I didn't want to kill the spider. Because I'm a weirdo like that. And then there was also a Star Wars glass right next to it. So we picked both of those up.
And you said one for my whiskey and one for my coffee.
Yep.
So, Disney Store, Pixar, Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, Art Sketch Concept Coffee Mug, 15 ounce, EXO 4C.
So I love the art on this piece. It's a very unique concept piece, apparently. Apparently somebody else liked it because they bought it. We pay $1 a piece or $1 for two.
No, it wasn't $1 for two. I thought it was actually $1 or $2 for this, but...
Okay. Well, we paid $1 or $2 for this, and sold relatively quickly for what it is, and then sold for how much?
$9.95 plus shipping.
$9.95 plus shipping. Awesome. Easy peasy. All right, so throwing it back to that item category that I don't really get excited about.
And I do.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, clothes in general. Yeah.
Okay, see, that's why we're a good fit.
Yeah. But yeah, these we got at a yard sale, and I was happily surprised to see that they were only like $2 or $3 a piece.
Yeah.
For the brand, because I knew the brand was good. So, Lucky brand jeans, 410, men's 36 by 32, athletic, slim, blue, denim, light and dark, lot of 4. AO1B, C320.
All right. Yeah, I guess the team will have to be good for this because it's full of Lucky brand jeans. Bet you that's it right there.
C320?
C320. Oh, it's got some weight to it.
Yeah. That was probably the whole reason this was heavy.
All right, yeah, so we got Whole bunch of Lucky Brand jeans here. Like Gina said, we picked these up at a yard sale first thing in the morning. $2 a piece, I think. And they had a bunch of golf shorts. I think we sold all of those.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, and they had an Xbox, which we sold. And, yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff. Some CBs and stuff that we still got to go through. Yeah, it was a great yard sale leading up to an even better one after it, if you believe it. That's in one of our previous videos with the retro video game console score haul, whatever we called it. So yeah, got these. How many are there?
4.
4. Paid $8 for this. Took a little bit to sell, but I guess that's the name of the game for clothes. Just took a couple months, and they sold for how much?
Somebody sent us asked if we would take $75, and we sent them an offer for that, and they said yes. So it was up for $90, and I was sending offers for $80.
Yeah.
For a while because we had such good margins on it that I could, and then somebody asked for $75, and you saw it and said, yeah, that's not that far off from $80. So
yeah, get it going. Awesome. All right, so we got all those orders packed up, and we got another order that came in, and it's so cool. We're shipping it out right now.
Yeah, well, that's not why, but just because
good customer service here at Fun Guy Flips.
Exactly. And this is part of that big buy that we were talking about with the Purity Ring album just a little bit ago. But this one's a really good one.
Yeah, it's the big ticket.
Yeah, this was the biggest one out of all of them. So it's exciting that it sold. So, yeah. Wolfenstein, the New Order / The Old Blood original game soundtrack vinyl LP. YO2C.
All right. Actually, it's pronounced Wolfenstein, not Wolfenstein. I think it's the last one in here, and it is. Not the last from that lot, the last record, literally, order, you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, this one came from that lot. This was the biggest ticket item in there, so this is what kind of sold us on that whole lot. I mean, among other things, there were a lot of really cool stuff.
There was a lot of really good ones in there.
But this one is arguably the coolest. Yeah. So I'll just pop it out of here so you can kind of see what it looks like without all the weird lighting. Oh, I still got weird lighting. So Wolfenstein New Order original game soundtrack. The originally I thought this was Wolfenstein 3D. Original game soundtrack, which also goes for around the same amount, or maybe a little more.
I think a little more.
And then we're like, oh man, it's New Order, oh man, but it still sells for a ton, and we sold it for how much?
We sold it for $119.65 plus shipping.
$119.65 plus shipping. Damn, girl, you really sell those vinyls, though.